Hello everyone, happy Halloween. I have a final October book haul for you. I've been buying a crazy amount of books this month and well, here's the last one. So the first book is Dopesick. I picked this up at a library sale and this book just keeps coming up. People really enjoy it. So I read a book similar to this about the opioid epidemic last year. So this looked really interesting to me. This is I Contain Multitudes by Ed Yong, about microbes, and haven't really been reading about this subject, but I think I have another book by him, An Immense World, right here. There it is on my shelf. So I wanted to grab this one as well. I got Being Mortal by Atul Gawande, which is about medicine and what matters in the end. Don't know too much about this, but it was really interesting, and it was right next to this book on the shelf, so I grabbed this one as well. And these are all from the same used bookstore. I had to buy this book, unfortunately, this month because I hurt my back really bad, and it was while we were rehearsing for the musical that I'm in, The Music Man, and I've been in a lot of pain for the last 2 weeks, so I'm kind of trying to use this book to help me fix that. I don't know if it's good yet. It's a bit simplistic so far, but hopefully my back heals soon because I have opening night for Music Man tomorrow and I'm going to be doing a lot of dancing. But, you know, it is what it is. I also grabbed The Mists of Avalon. I think this is fantasy, and this book, I grabbed it at another library, and I know I've seen it before, so that's why I grabbed it, because it looked really familiar to me, but it looked interesting. The Bloody Chamber, this was a recommendation from a booktuber that I like, so it was fun to find this, and it was very small, so I'll probably get through that pretty fast. The Year 1000, I actually grabbed this because I thought it was a different book, so when I got home and looked it up, I realized it was the wrong book, but maybe it'll be good as well. So it was $3, unfortunately, but that's okay. I got How to Audition, a casting director's guide for actors. This looked good and was pretty well rated, so that's a fun find. Singing School, this is a book about reading and writing poetry, so that sounded very interesting to me. Since I unhauled a book about reading and writing poetry last month, hopefully this one will be better, and yeah, it's already looking better, a little more coherent. I grabbed Matching Wits with Mensa. This is another used book that I found. It was pretty well rated, and it looks like it's just a bunch of questions and activities, and that sounded fun. This looked like a fun book for me to do, if I actually do it. And if I don't, I'll probably unhaul it. I grabbed Capital. This one was on my list. I didn't realize how fat it was. So this was on not the New York Times. This was on the Guardian best book of the 21st century. So, yeah, it looks pretty complicated, but it was on the list and I really wanted it. So, I grabbed American Nations, A History of the 11 Rival Regional Cultures of North America. This is a book I found in a free library outside my kid's school, and it looked really interesting. And it was really well rated. So, looking forward to that. I got The Noonday Demon, which is also on the Guardian's list, and this is all about depression, an atlas of depression. So, yeah, that sounded interesting. And then this is another book by Ursula K. Le Guin. I ended up buying 3 books by her this month, and this is the third one. This is another, I think, probably her most famous book, so I'm glad to finish off the set. And then I got Sean Carroll's The Biggest Ideas in the Universe. This book was fairly recent. I had to buy a lot of stuff for my back this month, and I needed it to come in like right away. So I ended up buying a lot of books new in the last week or so, just to get that shipping to come in like right today. It was like, so some of these books are here merely because they were on my list and I needed same day shipping. So, and then I'm actually reading his other book right now, and so he has a whole series that he's doing, The Biggest Ideas in the Universe, and this one's about quanta and fields. And what is the one I'm reading right now? I can't think of it right now, but this is the second one this one came out earlier this year. I rebought The Night Circus. I read this book last year and I didn't care for it at all. I just failed to connect with the story and I failed to connect with the characters. But it is such a beloved book that I decided that I'm going to give it another shot, to see if maybe I was wrong. And it's possible I just didn't like the narrator. I don't know. I just want to see if I can read this one again. And it was used, so I didn't pay that much money. I received The Resurrectionist by A. Ray Dunlap. This book will come out December 24th of this year, and I got this one from the publisher, so this looks really cool. And I rebought The Calculating Stars. This is another book I read last year that I didn't care for, that Ion hauled. But I noticed that book 1 is not the best rated, but as the books continue on, they get really well rated. This is book 3. So I got book 1 and book 3. I'm missing book 2. But these were like $2 at a thrift store. So I do want to continue the series because when I did read the first chapter of this book blew me away. It was horrifying and exciting and amazing and so well done. And then the book just kind of continued on not being as exciting. I guess that's why I didn't love it, and the writing was a little awkward. Plus I listened to the audiobook and I think I didn't like the narrator. So yeah, I'm gonna give this one another shot and I want to continue the series. I rebought Between the World and Me. I read this book many years ago and I liked it, but I didn't think I was going to reread it, but then it made all the lists and I really did want to reread it. So I'm really excited that I found this cute copy, and it's a pretty big copy. I'm not sure if it's it's not what do you call it, large reader's edition, or when the text is very enhanced. No, I think this is just, yeah, the one I had before was like really tiny and hardcover, so this is a different printing. I also got The Galaxy and the Ground Within. This is a Becky Chambers book. She's the author of A Long Way to a Small Angry Planet, and I believe The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet, that's book 1 in the series, and this is book 4. So unfortunately, I got book 4 to start with. I need book 1. But this is a series I'm really interested in, so I'm just going to keep looking for books 1 through 3 because I really do prefer to buy them used. And then I got Conversations with Friends by Sally Rooney. I did read her other book, Normal People, several years ago, and I really disliked it. I feel like people either love her books or they don't, like they really don't love her books. And I feel like I'm in the don't love category. I didn't like the way she wrote the characters, and I didn't like their relationship. I didn't like anything they did. I think the writing was amazing. The writing, she's an amazing writer. I just did not like Normal People. So I'm excited to try Conversations with Friends. And again, this was a used book that I picked up. So, and then maybe I can one day try Normal People again and see if I like it more. So I want to jump on the Sally Rooney wagon and see if I can enjoy her books more. And then finally, I got Homeland Elegies. This is the Pulitzer Prize winning author of Disgraced. And there's a really nice recommendation by Salman Rushdie. So that's really the only reason I bought it. Also, look at this beautiful cover. It's just so gorgeous. And it was used and on sale. So anyway, that's my book haul. And I really shouldn't have been hauling so many books with my injured back this month. But I've been kind of down on myself. So when I do that, I crave books. So I go and buy books. But it's the last day of the month, and so I should not be buying any more books this month. So I'm safe for at least a day. Anyway, thank you for watching, and happy Halloween.